Hi and welcome. Today I will show you something about these. These are the Meze Audio 99 Neo. It is a full-sized closed-back dynamic driver headphone. It was released quite a while ago. Right now it costs around 199 euros, depending on the location, of course. And I also have a little other thing with you today. This is the boom mic from Meze Audio. You can use this little boom mic together with this headphone to turn it into a headset. This boom mic costs around 89 euros. You can also use this little mic to put on different headphones as long as they have the right connector here. So the 3.5 connector. That's quite nice. I would say let's get right into it. But first of all, a little disclaimer, just for transparency reasons, of course. Meze Audio did send these for review, but I didn't say anything what I can or cannot say, nothing at all actually, other than my own honest opinion about them. And without further ado, I would say let's get right into it and start unboxing these. Alright, here we are with the package of the 99 Neo from Meze Audio. The front side is quite simple, I would say. At the side there is a few specifications, like it has a dynamic driver, transducer size is 40 millimeters, frequency response is 15 Hz to 25 kHz, sensitivity is 103 dB, and impedance is 26 ohms. The included cable seems to be 1.5 meters, and it also has like a mic and a remote on it, and a little adapter that is 6.3 millimeters, and a hard case to travel it, and it all weighs 260 grams. Alright, so the other side doesn't say that much, so I guess here are 3 more specs. You have a fatigue resistance alloy steel headband, soft PU leather ear pads, and that have a medium density memory foam, and a self-adjusting PU headband, and it seems to be power efficient and can be driven with any phone. So it has a detachable cable with aluminum housing. Alright, I would say let's open it up. Alright. So, no, that's not working somehow. Okay, there's magnets holding it together, so it's not sealed. Alright, here we are. Just a little thank you note. And yeah, you have purchased a genuine Meze Audio product. Okay. Inside of here is just a few descriptions. What is what, how to replace the ear pads, for example, and about the headband. A bit of safety instructions, and also the frequency response graph, and a little remote that is on the cable. That's it pretty much. Here is the travel case. It actually feels nice. It's quite firm. It's not soft, so not wobbly or anything like this. This also feels nice. Here's a few stickers actually. So if you want to use some stickers of Meze Audio, nice they included this. Alright, here we go. Here are the headphones. Very nice. There seems to be a little pouch. I guess the cables are in there. And here's the headphone now. Looks very beautiful, I must say. The ear cushions are quite plushy, and it feels quite light. And here you can put the cable, and this is a plastic material, but it has some texture to it. This is the self-adjustable headband that is quite plushy. Feels pretty nice. So here are the cables. Alright, here's the cable. And here's the little connector that has also a metallic texture to it. Here's the little remote switch with little buttons to press. Okay, makes a little click noise. Yeah, this is actually rubberized material and this is sleeved. Alright, what else is in there? Right, here we have a little travel adapter, I would say. In case you need it. And a little 6.3 connector adapter. Okay. That's it pretty much from the headphone itself. Let's come to the boom mic now. So the package doesn't say that much on the backside. You just see a little bit of information that it's compatible with devices that have a 3.5 output. So yeah, DAC amps, headphone amps, DAPs, console, laptop, PC, iPad, and smartphones. So it has, the mic tube is a dynamic microphone, and it has the polar pattern omnidirectional, and the cable itself is 2.5 meters long. Okay, I would say let's open it quickly. Here we go. There's a little carry pouch, and it seems to be PU leather also. And inside of it is the microphone with the cable. Okay, so let's see. So this is actually rubberized, it's not sleeved. Sadly, I really like sleeved cables, but it's fine. This one is actually metallic. And it's a really long cable, so here's the little splitter. It has also fine texture on it, and a little wheel to make it louder, and a little button for muting it. So pretty nice. Alright, and this side here goes into your headphones. And on the left side there is the little microphone. It also is quite nice. It's also metallic. Doesn't feel cheap or wobbly. So it's quite flexible without bending too much. And this one just goes into your headphones like this. Here we go. Quite easy. All right. And now we have a little headset. Pretty nice. All right, so having unboxed these and been testing them for a while, what can I say about them? Let's come to the build quality first. I think the build quality is very good here. I mean, for the price, you're really getting a well-made, fully serviceable headphone that doesn't feel cracky or anything like this. So it feels really nice. Also, I think it's really lightweight. It just weighs around 260 grams. And I absolutely love the suspension headband here. As you can see, if I put it on, it auto-adjusts itself to my head, like here. And it just fits perfectly to my head. It is not too big, it is not too small. The only thing I wish they had was a little bit of cup swivel, like they don't have any. But they still fit nicely on my head. I didn't have any seal problems here. It's still sealed quite nicely. You can replace the earpads easily. They're nice and plushy here. So the only thing is a bit to consider if you have very big ears. The earpads here are not that big, but for my head and my ear size, it is very fantastic. So if you put them on, you'll hear outside noises a little bit muffled, but you can still talk to somebody as long as you don't listen to the music that loud. But there was quite a bit of good sound isolation, so I would feel comfortable to take these on a train or something, on a busy office, and don't disturb my seat neighbor with my music if I don't listen that heavily loud music. All right, so this cable actually comes with a 1.5 meter cable. It has a little remote control on it, so that is fairly nice. Just a little note here. If you don't listen to music currently and you move your head a little bit, there's a little bit of an microphonic effect that you can hear. But if you listen to music, you don't hear it. At least I didn't really hear it. So this is not really that troublesome. What is troublesome though is that you cannot use any custom cable with this headphone, because the problem here is a little bit that the ports here are 3.5 millimeters, so fairly standard, but they are seated quite deeply in the cup, and the entrance here is very slim, meaning your cable needs to be very slim and long to fit in this cup. So be aware if you want to have a custom cable or want to use a custom cable, that you need to check if it actually fits in here. So not every cable will fit in here, unfortunately. So this headphone actually comes with a little carry case like this, so you can actually transport it without getting any scratches or damages. So I think that's very nice. It also doesn't feel cheap or flobbly or something. Yeah. Inside of it is also like this little pouch where you can put the cable or connectors or whatever. The only thing I kind of wished if this carry case would be just slightly bigger, because when I put the headphone in here, I always need to plug out the cable to put them in here, because otherwise the cable may break, you know. Therefore, I think that's a bit troublesome to always replace, like plug out the cable and put it in a little pouch. But I think they made it like this because if you travel with this quite heavily, you want to have the cable separated from the headphone so there's no scratches on it. I can understand this, but it's just a little bit of a burden. All right, so about drivability, these have 26 ohms impedance and a 103 dB sensitivity. So they are fairly light to drive, actually. I mean, I use them with different decks and amps, and also just with dongle decks, and even my normal PC outputs could drive these easily, loud enough, and there was not a very big difference if you want to use a really good DAC amp or just your dongle deck or even onboard audio. It doesn't really make a big difference, so that was really pleasant. So you could easily travel with these and use just the normal dongle deck, for example, without much worry. All right, in regards to sound, this one here is actually a very bassy headphone. So if you want to have good slamming, hard-hitting bass, this one is a great choice. So I had much pleasure listening, for example, to pop music or something like this, where you just want to dance to the music. That one is fantastic. I really liked it. It has a very warm mid-range. Just it's not the most detailed out there. And a little issue I just found that didn't affect me that much, but it is there. In just a few certain songs, there is when the bright female voices are singing, for example, very bright female voices are singing, it's a little bit sharp to the edges. But I personally didn't have much trouble with it because it was not in every song. And even if it happened, it didn't really affect me that much. I mean, my high feminine aria Stealth, for example, is more bright than this one. And I still love my Stealth version of the aria. It's just that you need to be aware of that this could be potentially sometimes happening. In generally speaking, for example, the soundstage here, I was quite surprised that they, for a closed back headphone, still delivered a good soundstage and good layering, because I used them in shooters, for competitive shooters also, like Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, Call of Duty. And I didn't feel that it was lacking in any regard in these areas. So they were quite usable also and fun to use. No problems whatsoever. So in general speaking, I really like the sound signature for being also a closed back headphone. Normally, I kind of have the tendency to not really like closed back headphones that much. Because if I still remember the Sondera closed back, that one was, not that much pleasant for me to use, because I just dealt so much with the sound reflections that I just couldn't get over it that much to listen for it for a very long time. That issue is not here. I could use it for hours on end, and also because it was that comfortable, I didn't have any problems whatsoever. I can therefore quite recommend them also for the price. All right, so let's come actually now to the little boom mic that you can buy separately. I personally used it in team calls, business calls, and also like esports, multiplayer games. It worked quite good. It didn't have any connection issues or any sizzling or anything like this. But I would say hear it for yourself how it sounds. All right, so this is actually how the boom mic itself would sound like if you just plug it in your PC. I didn't change any audio settings here or anything like this. So this is actually how it would sound like if you just use it normally, plugged in your PC. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below how you like the audio quality of this little boom mic. Alright, so this is actually the boom mic with a completely different headphone, even a completely different brand. So this headphone is a HiFiMan Aria Stealth version. And it still works flawlessly. As long as it has like the 3.5 ports, you can use your little Meze Audio boom mic. You can turn your favorite headphones into a headset without the need for using, for example, a dedicated microphone on your desk. You can just plug this in and be ready to go. Also a little thing, actually, this boom mic has on the cable a little splitter here with a volume wheel, and you can mute the microphone with just a little button here. As you can see, you can mute it, you can change the volume of the headphones itself. That is very nice. Also, this boom mic comes with a little splitter like this. So if you need it, it's there, you can use it. And it also has a little carry case. You can just easily put it in here and close it and transport it quite easily. So I guess we are finished now. I hope you have liked the little review. And if you did, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button to support me also a little bit. And I hope to see you again next time. Ciao, ciao!